Hi everyone, I'm Russ,
Mark,
and this is a spirited endeavor.
priming the pump edition.
That's right.
All right, so tonight we tried a couple of unusual whiskeys, and tonight we're gonna hit up with a really unusual whiskey.
Yeah.
So this is made by Whistle Pig, and this was kind of an expression that they came up with in the 2020 in the lockdown and everything. They did a virtual tasting from the Flavier. You know, there's an online, well, not an online. They're a whiskey club.
Yeah.
And they have, in fact, I belong to it also. And they did a virtual tasting, and the members of the whiskey club had input in what went into this bottle.
That's cool.
It is really cool. So it's a very unusual mash bill. Whistle Pig is they're known for their ryes. They're out of Canada, and this one in particular. So this one is 45% rye, 30% wheat, and 25% barley.
That's awesome.
All right. So the rye was aged 4 years in Vermont in Vermont oak. The wheat is 5 years in Canada, and it's a recharred barrel. And the barley is 25% aged 5 years in Canada and also in a recharred barrel.
I'm really curious about that. That mash bill sounds very interesting.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So this is normally the farm stock rye, and they call this one the HomeStock rye because this one was made from everyone at home. Yeah, kind of cool. And this one is only 43% ABV, but I expect this one to have some flavor. Why am I putting it down? I want to pour it out.
That's kind of clever, though. I have to give them credit on that. That's a really smart way of dealing with the whole COVID lockdown.
Yeah, and that way they can still put out an expression.
Yeah.
And have some input in, and I managed to find a bottle of this too. It's somewhat difficult to find.
Oh, I imagine so. Certainly unique.
Yeah, it really is. So that's also a very honey lemon color.
Yeah, it's not as thin in the glass as I would have expected.
No, something for 43% ABV and everything. That's got some nice viscosity to it.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, now that's an interesting nose.
Oh yeah. So I'm definitely getting a little bit of oakiness in that.
Certainly, yeah.
Very different kind of oakiness than I would typically get, or typically get on the nose. Now it has that herbal quality that you get with a rye.
Agreed.
But the barley and the wheat on that is mellowing that out.
Yeah, I like that. It's a nice. It's subtle. It's sweet. It's maybe a little floral. Definitely a little spicy.
Yeah, there's like a honey note in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sweetness on the nose comes over like clover honey.
That's one of the more unique noses I've gotten out of a whiskey.
Yeah, and it's got that neat little perfume note
Yeah.
that you get out of rye. It's in there, but it's not like, like punching you in the nostril.
Yeah, this one's sweeter as far as that's concerned. Subtler.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to try this one.
Me too.
Well, let's try it.
Indeed.
Cheers. Oh wow. That is all kinds of different.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
yeah, there's layers in that.
Wow.
I mean, I would expect something. I mean, this is dense. I would expect something like this out of a barrel proof.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
It's got so many layers going on in there. It's spicy. It's sweet. It's got floral notes. It's got herbal notes. But you're also getting the candy flavors, vanilla and honey. And I mean, it's got a nice little spiciness too that is just pleasant. It's not ripping my taste buds apart.
That is such an interesting whiskey. The spice is really nice. It gets you right on the side of the tongue and on the palate. There's nothing on the throat during the swallow. There's no warm hug or anything like that, but it's all on the palate, and it's beautiful when paired with the other flavors. This reminds me a lot of the Bernheim
Yes.
which is the 100% wheat whiskey, but there's more complexity to this because of the rye. Those are probably the two that really stand out for me, are the wheat and the rye. The barley, I'm getting a slight hint of malt to this, but I don't think that's really, I think the wheat personally and the rye are the two big players in this one.
What's interesting is that wheat doesn't play as orange.
Agreed. No, it really doesn't. But it does have some of the flavors that we got from the wheat whiskey.
Yeah. Normally when we have a wheat whiskey or 100% wheat whiskey, it has kind of a like an oranges or citrus quality, and I'm not really getting that here.
No.
But I'm getting like the sort of the periphery flavors of that. So you're getting a little bit of oakiness. You're getting a little bit of like honey, and what was the other? And like a little bit of cinnamon spice.
I really like the way the barrel spice keeps coming back on this one. It's just a little tannic on the second sip tail end, but not off-putting. And that spice is just so nice. You get the sweetness and the grain aspects of the wheat, and then the spice just kind of rolls in. And God, the way the rye plays with that is just perfect. That's really cool.
It does kind of have a little bready note to it.
It does.
You know, I'm getting rye bread. I'm getting like a Jewish rye bread with some of the caraway seeds in it.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. What an interesting whiskey.
I like this.
I really do. It's not dark, it's not heavy. It's, for me, flavor-wise, it's a little on the lighter side of things. I could see drinking this with some ice on a summer day.
Yes.
I think that'd be really pleasant. But wow, that's not what I expected out of that bottle.
I'm just
Mind blown.
enjoying this. I have flabbergasted. My guest is a flabber.
That's so cool. And again, so creative on their part to put this together during COVID and to handle it the way they did.
Very interesting.
Huge props for creativity. And what's better is it's not just a gimmick. What's in the bottle is actually damn tasty.
What's big? You get a golf clap.
Yeah. I drink the heck out of that. That's really good.
All right. I don't think we throw this one on the scale either, because we had a couple tonight that were really unusual, and we decided
agreed.
not to throw them on the scale.
Yep.
I don't think we throw this one on the scale either, because it is kind of an outlier.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find anything else anywhere near like this. I think this is its own thing. It's definitely whiskey. It's definitely tasty, and if you like wheated stuff with some subtle rye, this is a good one to go with. It's all that. Wow. And that's our first Whistle Pig.
It is our first Whistle Pig.
Damn.
I know, right?
This is what we've been missing out on.
Apparently.
People that put stuff like this together.
All right. Well, that fun whiskey.
Really is. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you had a good time.
All right, we sure did. All right, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
Holy crap.